Well, I was going to dance my intro in, but seeing as I have yet to find a bit of ground that is not ridiculously muddy, I don't think that's going to happen. I just know that would fall on my ass. Or my face. I'd probably fall on my face too, to be honest. Ugh.
This video is kindly sponsored by MPB.
A few weeks ago, I actually left the forest for a couple of days and had some real human interaction. And I met quite a few of you at the photography show in Birmingham at the NEC, and it was really nice to meet all of you. I had quite a few conversations about loneliness in photography with some of you, and I never really understood the question, do you find your photography lonely? Because does that mean, do I find the process of going out to do photography alone lonely? Or as a person, as a photographer, am I lonely? Perhaps I'm just overthinking the question a bit too much, which is possible. In terms of being on location, no, I am not lonely. In fact, this is solitude. This is absolute bliss, and I love it. Oh, how bizarre. We've got one wild garlic that has flowered here, and the rest of them are nowhere near ready. But look at this one, way ahead of its time there. Now, obviously, as human beings, we are all different and we all have different needs. I am very introverted. I am comfortable with being alone. So doing photography alone is not lonely to me. To me, loneliness feels as though it is bleak, sad, and empty. And I don't feel that when I'm on location doing photography. I am at peace, I'm calm, I'm enjoying myself and having fun. I can do what I want, where I want, whenever I want, and however long I want to do it for. I am comfortable with myself and my surroundings while I'm out in nature. I'm really drawn to quiet places for my photography where I can isolate myself and step away from daily life. My creative spirit thrives in solitude. And that makes sense because in general life, I am a quiet person who likes space, and we tend to lend aspects of ourselves to our work, which is why our photography is very personal. My photography and being out in nature is almost like therapy, like meditation. I can happily just sit for hours on end and just exist in nature and not have to worry about other people getting bored because I've been sat on the forest floor for a few hours looking for fungi. I am perfectly happy being a forest goblin and a bit of a forest bog witch by myself. Oh, lovely. Oh, this bit is quite muddy, isn't it? Woo! Don't know why I'm going towards the water. Would like to stay dry today. That's the plan. I can absolutely understand someone who may be more introverted and loves to be around people would sometimes feel loneliness doing photography alone frequently. There are times where I will film or do photography with other humans, whether you see them on camera or not, because there is a benefit to doing so. Ugh. Why is this tree slimy? Ugh. Ugh, lovely. Ugh. Have to go over the slimy tree a second time to get my camera. This is a benefit of being with somebody on location. Somebody can grab my camera for me. Ugh. Oh, it's nasty. I am going to hold that thought for a second though, because I need to go home, sort my kit out, pack, and catch an airplane.
Well, welcome to a challenging morning at Vesterhorn, where I'm desperately trying not to eat the black sand that the wind is blowing around absolutely everywhere. Anyway, what was I saying about group photography again?
You can bounce ideas off of other photographers. Other photographers might have knowledge that you don't. They might see things that you don't. So in working alongside other people, with other people, you can learn and become inspired.
Sharing your work is the social part of photography, in my opinion, and being part of a community can be a powerful thing.
It is really quite cold and windy.
If there is ever any loneliness in my photography, it is because I am not actively partaking in the photography community. Whether that's meetups, workshops, camera clubs, online webinars, discussions on social media, etc.
And it can be difficult, especially with toxic online culture, being afraid of criticism in your work when you share it, and especially if you're just really not much of a social butterfly. It's important in life and in photography to find like-minded people. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't really, or haven't really made friends with people who have the same interests as I do. I mean, fungi-loving, outdoor photographers, potterheads, magic nerds, where are you? I think you need a balance of social and solitude. I would say I'm fairly out of balance. I'm more solitude than social at the moment, but I guess sort of story as my life as an introvert. I think when people ask the question, do you find your photography lonely? I think what they actually mean is, are you a lonely photographer? Which is a much sadder question now that I think about it. So maybe that's why they don't phrase it like that.
One thing most of us do have in common though is making sure we have the right gear in our camera bags, so I just want to thank MPB for sponsoring today's video.
MPB allows you to give new life to your unused kit and to access new equipment in a much more affordable and accessible way. Their quote service is instant, so you can see what your gear is worth. And they sell a range of products from lenses, camera bodies, tripods, filters, microphones and lighting. The most asked question that I have received about using MPB is it safe? Yes, it is. MPB have a team of specialists who check, approve and individually photograph every single item that they receive and sell. So what you see on the website is the exact product with a condition rating, a list of what is included, is not included with the item, and when you buy you have a 6-month warranty and a return period for peace of mind. MPB is my go-to when I need a bit of kit, so I recently sold my gimbal, which was no longer suitable for my filming setup, and I picked up a Pocket 2 instead. Look at this, it's tiny. So I'll leave the link for NPB down in the description box below for you to go check out. And thanks again, NPB, for sponsoring today's video.
Doing photography alone and with others depends on the location for me, as they're two different experiences. It was amazing to travel and experience the wild weather changes of Iceland with other photographers. I mean, a sunny and windy day at this spot turned into full-on snow just days later. Despite being in a group, you'll find people will branch off to explore individually to find scenes that resonate with them. But ultimately, it is nice to be able to share special moments with people who appreciate it just as much as you do, such as the sun creating a stunning rainbow show on a waterfall. But when I'm doing more local photography and alone, the solitude is rejuvenating and I feel a little more relaxed.
I'd love to say that I'm now going to be more socially active in my photography, but let's be real, I can't make miracles happen. I am generally just very introverted. But I am grateful to be doing this regardless of doing it alone or with other people. But let me know, how do you interact with like-minded people in your photography, and how do you share your work? I'm always really grateful for your kind messages, your support and your interaction with my work, so thank you so much for watching this video, and I guess I'll see you back in England.